Yes. Join us. Join us in this memorial of a stanky internet hoe, Soncerae. Yes. See all these brothers and sisters got it here today. Carrington Morris, Amar Milner. I thank you brothers kindly for coming through. Mr. O with the info. Yes, 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 yes. 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 Praise him. Yes. Science guy. Welcome to this ceremony, my brother. Yes. Brother Science guy has just came through. Yes. 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 Brother Antonio Johnson has just came through. Hello, my brother. Hello, Salty Balls just came into the service for the devotional. Hello, my brother. Yes. This is not a sad occasion, you know. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's real. Oh, she's really dead for real this time. I don't know, brother, and I'll tell y'all why during this memoriam broadcast. But I'm gonna say something else to you, my brother. If she is gone for real, look what they did to Kobe, and look what they did to Kevin Samuels, and look what they did to Allen Roger Curry, and look what they did to the late great David Carroll. Fontaine, hello, my brother. See, the so-called black man, you brothers are gonna have to learn to return energy. Do on what another motherfucker does on to you. That's right. That's right. And let all the motherfucking pits in the hood say amen. Praise him. Yes. Yes. Y'all foul on in here. Sister Ophelia got that fried chicken for the repast. Brother Jermaine Taylor is here. Hello, my brother. Please, if you can make it in here tonight. Oh, that's what sources say. I read the same thing you read, my brother. But there was also some suspicious text in her memorial to cast doubts. Lion of MGTOW, Shalom Ak. That's right. That's right. Carrington Morris speculates that it might have been high cholesterol that took this precious soul from us. The world may never know, brother. And a old school YouTuber himself, Lion of MGTOW, this brother asked, is she gone for good this time, my brother? The claim is very, very suspicious, but that is something that we are going to hash out later on in this memorial broadcast. Of course, Mr. O, the thumbnail is always going to be diabolical, because even though, my brother, this is a memoriam dedication to the passing of one Soncerae Smith, at the same time, my brother, it's still a platinum roast. Please know that. And I would ask that in this devotional that y'all indeed hit the cash app. That's right. No, T don't know how to put the pastor hat on today. I got this news, this very sad news a few days ago, right? And I was amazed that this portly sister was taken down in her prime. That's a very good question, my brother. There will be all types of seafood and seafood smells available at the repast. Of course, in dedication of one Miss Soncerae Smith, my brother. Now, if I may begin, now most of you here know who this woman is, right? Y'all know who she is. It wasn't not too long before I myself came to the internet to elucidate truth and to warn the black man about the traps and snares of this society, that Soncerae came to the internet. Right? Now, at first, she had content that was supposed to be geared towards the community, the so-called black community, right? And she had a message of unity, even though some would say it was quite disingenuous. And Soncerae, being the lonely soul she was, happened to fall into a lustful situation with a couple of male YouTubers, right? And so she found herself in another lustful situation, because only the Most High knows her heart. Where she ended up being pregnant by a man who already had a wife. So I could guess you could say that under the law of the Most High, she was his betrothed concubine, dare I say. And they were living in a Ford Explorer for months and months. You know, everybody's not rich. And I guess that this young man must have been tired of sleeping in the cold, that this young man must have been tired of the smells that could not be conquered by the air freshener, whether it was the air freshener that you hang around the window that's shaped like a tree, the air freshener that you put on the dashboard that's shaped like a crown. It was safe to say that the resultant order could not be put down, right? And so this young man went back to be with his wife, leaving Soncerae high and dry. Now, there was much ado about this on the internet, and she was even flamed up by one Tommy Sotomayor. Oh, that's right. Soncerae and her travails had captivated the nigga YouTube imagination for the better part of a year. And it kind of mentally scarred her. And after that, she began to come onto the internet and talk shit about so-called black men, as many often do as the results of poor vagina management. Actually, I roasted her because she made a very erroneous statement that she would not retract. And she went on with the man hating. Of course, she was yet another person to be magnified by O'Shea Dookie Shit Jackson, because he's fond of having so-called black man hating women on his channel because he's an ugly ass African nigga. Right? There was another incident that was reported about Soncerae, where she came to live with another man. And the man lived with his family, and the mother didn't want her there because she said that her vagina area made the house smell bad. Now, as we know, evil spirits are often accompanied by an odor. And the so-called black man, being the living image of the Most High, in his slander against him is blasphemy. And there's the spirit of deception, because the devil is a liar. Now, I want all you brothers in here that's been on YouTube, like Lion to MGTOW, Illmatic if he's in here. Y'all have to understand that this woman's body of work is what brought us to this platinum roast that we find ourselves at today. All right, man. I'll continue with more of the devotional roast later on in this podcast. So first of all, fair use. Let me get this news up on the screen. Here's Soncerae's GoFundMe. Now, if y'all don't remember, she did this same thing back in 2016, I think. And I think she did this same thing back in 2016. If I'm not mistaken, she was trying to raise money for her son's party at Chuck E. Cheese, and she faked her own death because she was that broke. Now, with the timing of this, with them claiming that she died on January 15th of this year, I really hope that she is not faking her death trying to raise money for Valentine's Day or the party. I really hope it's not no shit like that. Y'all got to realize how bad she is going to get cremated, no pun intended, if she faking her death again. And by extension, so-called black women, where you motherfuckers got to fake your death just to get, ain't the thirst traps on Snapchat enough? Ain't the OnlyFans account, what are y'all doing out here? Honoring Soncerae's life and living expenses. Out of $5,500 that they're trying to raise, they've raised $2,665. Science guy, I'm being dead serious with you, my brother. Science guy writes, what she faked the death over Chuck E. Cheese? Ain't no way somebody could be that broke. Yes, it is. I'm here to tell you, yes, it is. If you doubt me, go on Snapchat. Get you a Snapchat account. And damn near every other account, you will see hoes on there talking about, don't message me, don't inbox me unless you send me money. Bitch, a nigga don't even know you. What do you mean? So let's read this entry on GoFundMe and let's find out if y'all think this is cap or not. Y'all decide. With heavy hearts, I'm sharing that Soncerae was found unresponsive on Friday. Doctors were able to revive her initially, but after arriving at the hospital, she suffered multiple cardiac arrests. Later on, it was discovered that she had been unresponsive without oxygen for 12 hours. Do y'all smell a rat so far? I'm going to read that again. For anybody that passed high school biology, I'm going to read it again. Later on, it was discovered that she had been unresponsive without oxygen for about 12 hours. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? 12 hours. Hey, that's the same question I'm asking myself, Mr. O. How? 12 hours, G? I want y'all to see my Google search. Y'all see what that says. How long can a human live without oxygen? Because, see, that's the first thing. I was like, 12 hours? What the fuck? Is this a misprint? Read along with me. The human body can only survive 3 to 4 minutes without oxygen before brain damage begins, with death likely occurring within 4 to 6 minutes, while unconsciousness may occur within 30 to 180 seconds. Permanent brain damage starts around the 4-minute mark, and 10 minutes often results in irreversible brain damage. Aspects of oxygen deprivation. 1 minute, brain cells begin to die. 3 minutes, neurons suffer extensive damage. 4 to 6 minutes, permanent brain damage begins, potential clinical death. 10 minutes, irreversible brain damage, usually leading to death. Now, the only caveat with this is if you under low pressure and low heat, like if you underwater diving. It's been guys that was divers that ran out of oxygen or that had they tether cut or crimped when they couldn't get oxygen supply and went like 8 minutes without oxygen and on some medical miracle shit because of the low temperature survived without brain damage or minimal brain damage. We talking about deep sea divers and underwater welders and shit, right? That's what we talking about. Matter of fact, they made a movie about that. They made a movie about that. Where I think Woody Harrelson was. I forgot who else in a recent movie about underwater diving, and that happened. It was based off a true story, and that happened to somebody. So yeah, I'm right there with you, science guy. Science guy writes, if this is real, this woman is a scientific anomaly that should be studied for ages. Yes, exactly. That's the first thing that stood out to me when I started reading this shit. Now let's go back. I'm gonna go back again. Later on, it was discovered that she had been unresponsive without oxygen for 12 hours, causing severe neurological damage to her brain. Now, how would the doctors know? The doctors don't know unless you get a CT scan. That's the only way to discover the neurological damage. And if you got if you had a heart attack, they not finna run you through a fucking 9 times out of 10. I really don't think they finna run you through a CT scan machine while you laying flat on your fucking back with life support. Cause how they go drag all that equipment into the machine? Y'all feel me? So there's been people that had heart attacks. I was just looking at a, a video of a black man that suffered like 3 minutes of oxygen deprivation from a heart attack, and he didn't know who his wife was. And he had to have his wife remind him daily of what his name was and who he was. But they didn't determine the brain damage until after they stabilized his condition to where he could open his eyes and breathe and was halfway ambulatory. Then they ran him through a CT scan and found out, oh, well, we estimate that he was deprived without oxygen for this long because of the way that the damage looks. So that's fishy right there. She has since been declared brain dead and is currently on life support. Doctors have shared that a recovery is very unlikely. No, there is no recovery. 12 hours of oxygen deprivation, you're dead. There is no recovery. This is wild, man. This is wild. Our family is heartbroken and doing our best to navigate this unimaginable situation. We are asking for prayers and support during this time if you're able. Donations would greatly help with the mounting medical expenses and funeral costs should things not improve. There's no chance. There never was a chance. Thank you for your love, prayers, and kindness. I know God is a miracle worker and he has his hands over us. Please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. Right? Now, wait. Oh, you can't switch the pictures like you can. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, you can. Okay. So that's, I guess, Soncerae and the son that she had by the married dude. That's the same thing. That's, I don't know who these, I guess that's her relatives in the hospital. They look real happy for somebody to just, you know, suffer something like this. There's Soncerae again. And there's, I guess, Soncerae laying in the hospital. I don't know if this is an AI generated picture. Possibly could be. And for anybody that's gonna see this replay and talk shit, you got to understand that this woman faked her death before. She's faked her death before. right? And then here's her, I guess, the cover of her obituary, right? So allegedly, June 1st, 1980 to January 15th, 2026. Now, she was a typical millennial, you know. What do I always say about the millennial generation? I always say that black millennial women are perhaps the dumbest cohort of women possible, right? This current generation of women, Gen Z, it's a little dumb in there. Well, it's a lot of dumb in there, but at least they have like some type of thought to try to monetize niggas' attention. So they show some level of pragmatism, even though it's not, you know. But black millennial women, though, dumb, flat fucking dumb. Black millennial women spent they most of these bitches are gonna spend their whole life chasing the sausage man. Depends on who you ask. Some people say that Generation X is from 1967 to 1980. Some people say it's from 1967 to 1981. Depends on who you ask. Right? And the reason I cite the millennials as being so dumb is because they had ample opportunity to avoid the same fate as their Gen X mothers or baby boomer mothers or baby boomer grandmothers. They had access. They saw that feminism was a failure, and they had access to they came of age in the internet age, so they had access to information. They had access to information that would like make them see that feminism is pointless. But what did they do? They lean right into it, right? So here's Soncerae's channel. Now, one way you're gonna know that she's still alive is that after I do this video, I get a copyright flag. Because if you really dead like that, I really doubt that your family got time to be combing over your motherfucking your channel, right? Wait a minute. Let's find her video about living in hotels for 6 months, because yeah, she was homeless at this point. Oh my God, I know this gonna be gold right here. This gonna be comedy gold.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube. Upload to Restream, where we will live stream.
Wow, I'm shocked. But she's shitting on black men.
Celibacy with a man I wanted to marry. He ended up breaking my heart so bad just recently, and I cried so hard for weeks. I'm talking about can't eat nothing, nauseous all of the time.
Can't eat nothing, I can't tell. Let's go.
Like I was going through withdrawal of some drug or something. I was so hurt. And it took a lot in me to forgive him. But I knew I needed to do it or I wasn't going to be able to push forward. Now I'm having a difficult time with moving on to another man. Not because I'm still hung up on him, but because to some degree, I designated my body to him.
You whoa.
So it kind of feels like when another man is around, he's trespassing on a temple.
Come on. Wait a minute. You designated, you dedicated your body to him. You wasn't a virgin. Just to stop. You wasn't a virgin when you met him. You had a real fucked up reputation when you met him, and you had a child when you met him. So out of that, well, y'all, you females with this born again Christian shit, with this jumping up talking about you celibate in the middle of relationships and shit. Y'all are living in a fucking Disney world. Let's go.
My vessel that I had reserved for another man. Now keep in mind, I was celibate for 8 years. So I stayed in prayer and meditation, and that's the
8 years.
closest I've ever been to God. And when I broke my celibacy, I had already told this man so many times, like, let's commit, let's get married. It's what I want. And we was working towards it. We was having some type of intention. Or so I thought. But here's the good part that came out of it and the reason why I'm making the video. Now I have 7 non-negotiables for my new man. Okay. It is so many men try to get at me all day, every day. Especially now that I put myself on a dating app.
Wait a minute. See, this is the type of shit that I be talking about. Now, if you celibate and your body is reserved, what the fuck is you doing on a date now? How are you celibate but on a date now? And I've been on date naps and seen this dumb shit. And you know what? When I was fucking with date naps, if I would see a broad talking about they celibate, I would just block them before they even had a chance to contact me. Don't contact me with that celibate shit. I'm no. I will block their ass. Cause why are you even here? If you celibate, ain't all these men in here a trigger for you? Why are you here? Ain't that like an alcoholic going to a wine tasting? I don't get it. Yeah, she contradicted herself. She wasn't hung up on him. She said, not because I'm hung up on him, but then she immediately said, oh, well, I felt like other men near me, they was violating because I had designated. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Oh my God. Let's go.
So it's men coming at me all the time.
Look, man, you right about that, King Des. Keisha's celibacy is week to week. I just had a motherfucker that sucked my dick 4 days ago talking about they celibate. You just sucked my dick 4 days ago. What do you mean? When did you, what, how?
Now, I had non-negotiables before, but because I hadn't dated in 8 years, I didn't really write it out and think about it until now. I got it right here. So here are the 7 non-negotiables for my new man. And when I say new man, it could very well be the new and improved version of him, or not. Or it could be a whole new man that God brings into my experience. Number 1, he must understand that we are a reflection of each other. If we see something we don't like about each other, we will be the change that we want to see in the other. We will reflect that change together. There's no, oh, you need to change and I don't need to do anything. No. It's 2 people in a partnership. Number 2, respect the fact that my body is a temple and so is his. Men look at the fact that I was celibate for 8 years and they are impressed by that. There's this thing about purity that
only a motherfucking idiot is impressed by that. I wouldn't give a fuck. Look, bitch, I don't care. If you're not a virgin, I don't give a fuck if you was celibate. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Not okay, cool. Who cares? You're not a virgin, who cares? Especially you ran through with a kid. What you know what when a woman like her say she's celibate, you know what that mean to me? That mean that you have ran into a string of niggas that did you so motherfucking dirty that you can't even trust your own judgment with dicks. And so you just say, fuck it. I'm going to put the dicks on the back burner for a minute. That's all that means to me, if you actually are. But in most cases, that just means some bullshit to me. That you think that that's going to impress me. Matter of fact, that shit turns me the fuck off when bitches tell me that shit. I could see if a woman said, oh, well, you know, I ain't been with nobody, so I kind of like took a break from certain things. You know, I took a break from sex and shit. Okay, fine. But when you say, oh, I'm celibate, that shit don't impress me. It doesn't. It doesn't. And some of you bitches ain't celibate. Some of y'all is gay. And some of you bitches ain't celibate. Some of y'all have hormonal problems and y'all actually going through premenopause. Okay? Your parents don't force you to get abortions when you was young, get on birth control when you was young, and your shit is out of whack. Motherfuckers having hot flashes in their 20s, needing lube and all type of shit. Like, come on, man. Let's go.
Men love. But they don't apply that same logic to themselves. When I say respect your temple, I mean that you gotta eat right. You have to work out, have sexual discipline, work on your mental.
It kills me when a member of the most obese demographic in the entire motherfucking world try to lecture somebody else about health. Y'all not taking care of y'all self. And they'll be saying that to me, and I'll be like, why are you telling me that? Well, I mean, I see that you but I'm just saying in general. Why are you telling me that though? Bitch, I'm standing in front of you looking like a fucking NFL safety, and you talking about how a motherfucker need to take care of themselves. Okay. What do it look like I'm doing? Why are you telling me that? And then y'all talking about treating your body like a temple when most of y'all was goddamn it stomped down alcoholics. You stomped down alcoholics, drinking all that cheap ass motherfucking dark liquor, blood sugar probably through the goddamn roof, and then wonder why your pH is off. You want to blame the nigga that you fucking with? No, bitch. Your motherfucking pH is off because your blood. You probably taking in a whole motherfucking case worth of Little Debbie cakes worth of sugar every goddamn day. And sugar is acidic, and that makes your motherfucking vagina a breeding ground for bacteria. That's why you got BV, bitch. It ain't got nothing to do with that nigga you laying up with. It ain't got nothing to do with what soap you using. It ain't got nothing to do with if your panties is thin enough to let air in. You dumb bitches. Your bitches are fucking dumb. Then you want to wear the tight ass motherfucking jeans with spandex. Your pussy can't even get no motherfucking air. It's probably the reason why. Science got rights. They gotta, the man gotta work out, but not her. You at least fucking 50 pounds overweight, but he gotta be in shape like he going to the fucking Olympics. Get the fuck out of here. Proxymoron writes, it's a mind trick and a power move when they say that. They say that to make themselves seem exclusive and out of reach to make you work hard for them. I'm just gonna work hard to get to the motherfucking dough. Is what the fuck I'm gonna work hard to do for a motherfucker talking about she's celibate. Bitch, get your ass out of here. No, bitch, you gay.
Mental health and be spiritually cleansed. Prayer, meditation, do it. If you need therapy,
if you see a nigga in good shape that ain't said nothing to piss you off, with his motherfucking shirt off and the thought of sex don't cross your mind, you're gay. You're a certified motherfucking lesbo. Cause y'all is just as motherfucking visual as men are. I don't want to hear that bullshit about, oh, you know, women are creatures of love. I don't want to hear that shit. That's bullshit. That's flat out bullshit. Because if y'all wasn't visual creatures, it wouldn't be no male strippers. It's male strippers and it's female strippers. If men was purely visual, it'd just be female strippers, and women was these creatures of love, then it wouldn't be no male strippers. It'd be a motherfucking nigga with a shirt unbuttoned to his stomach reading poetry or some shit, and bitches would be stuffing money in his pants. So get the fuck up out of here. Tell you, these all these hoes do is lie. Let's go.
We do that too. We are a team. This is a partnership. We can't build together if only one of us is doing the work. Number 3, you gotta be resilient. Because all relationships, friendships, marriages, they all have challenging moments.
Resilient? Resilient? You hoes break up with, some of you hoes is in your 40s breaking up with niggas every week like y'all in high school. Y'all realize that? It's actually women in their 30s and 40s blocking niggas, breaking up with niggas over the smallest of shit like they in high school. Niggas call me sitting there at 39 dating a 35-year-old woman and talking about that he blocked because she thought that he looked at a waitress' titties in the restaurant. And you talking about some goddamn resilience. Man, y'all are fucking hilarious. Let's go.
And you can't be all weak, falling apart, ready to quit and break up every time something go wrong. Fix it.
But that's what y'all do.
Fix it.
That's exactly right, Proxy Moron. Resilient equals deal with my bad behavior. Yep. That's what that means. Deal with my bad behavior. Just like that lustful man shit. When they talk that lustful man shit, you know what that is? After I get through selling some pussy to the weed man, after I get through fucking my work husband and I can't fuck you, I want you to have patience with it. King Death writes, yes, it does seem like the final stage of feminism is hardcore lesbianism. So hardcore that men aren't actually sexually attracted to them anymore, and they only want men for money and a personal security guard. Yeah. I always say that these fancy lesbians, when they broke, they still deal with men as a survival tactic.
You're not fixing it alone. This is a partnership. Tell me what I need to fix. Let's get it. Next, you have to be able to take responsibility and accountability for what you do every time.
A black woman saying this is crazy work. Y'all are the same people that say if we not married, we single. But at the same time, ain't y'all supposed to be building towards marriage? So if you not married and if you say we not married, we single, as a chance, as an excuse to be a treacherous asshole and fuck niggas behind this nigga back and have secret bank accounts and all of that shit, is that what accountability looks like? Is that what accountability looks like? Because that's not what it looks like to me. Y'all can't take accountability for a motherfucking thing. No, shit, y'all can't take accountability for shit. Do you know what? Matter of fact, y'all, this is how fucked up it is to deal with some of y'all. When y'all having a discussion with a nigga and you think when he's trying to, if you scared that he gonna hold you accountable, You would rather interrupt him with an hour worth of back talk and arguing than let him complete 30 more seconds of speech. But you want to talk about accountability. You would rather argue a man in circles than just hear a nigga out. And the nigga ain't even condemning you. He just saying, hey, this is what I don't like, or hey, this is what you did. The nigga might not even want an apology. All he wants you to do is hear him the fuck out and shut the fuck up for 30 goddamn seconds. And you can't do that, bitch. Accountability. See, I never liked this motherfucker. That's why I'm like this. I never liked this motherfucker right here.
Not blame me, not consider me your problem, but take responsibility. I know that's hard. It can be difficult. You want to blame somebody else for something? No.
Take responsibility. The same group of females that dread mandatory DNA testing talking about take responsibility. The same motherfucking females, you know it's a trend now. You know it's a deadbeat mom trend out here. You can go on TikTok, they talking about, man, get that man his kids. It's VIPs and bottles out here. Get that man his kids. Fuck that shit. But y'all talking about take responsibility. Or then some of y'all are so sick in the head that y'all are celebrating that the black birth rate has dropped 4%. Our women are choosing not to be baby factories. No, women are choosing not to trouble themselves with childbirth because they know they want to be hoes. And they see that the landscape is changing as far as this child support shit. And then plus the advent of home DNA testing. That's why these motherfuckers not having babies. Let's keep this shit a bean.
Examine your own behavior and try to figure out what you did in order to get things to be the way that they are. And also expect that from me. Next one. You have to have a healthy perspective about women. Hopefully you have a decent relationship with your mother.
Oh, such a fucking cliche. Such a fucking cliche. Are y'all fucking serious? First of all, a lot of y'all don't know who y'all daddy is. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Y'all don't. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. Maybe like damn near half of y'all don't know who your daddy is. Actually is. Not who the fuck she say. So y'all want to talk this cliche about a relationship with their mother, but then when a man do have a good relationship with their mother, then you bitches call them mama's boys. When a nigga do have a good relationship with their mother, even if it's not overbearing or if the boundaries are healthy, y'all will still say that those men are mama's boys or y'all call them son husbands. I've seen that and I've had people call me that shit. Yeah, that's another thing. Thank you, Assassin's Creed fan. A relationship with your mother is not a real relationship because it's not day to day and it can't be consummated unless you a fucking sick bastard. So that's not a real relationship. You don't sleep in the bed with your mother every night and shit like that. That's not a real relationship. I don't know why the fuck they man, they think the dumbest shit. It's just you will lose part of your sanity trying to analyze these bitches.
If you think all of the women in the past were the problem, that means you lack self-awareness, sir. Because you don't even realize that you chose them. There is a pattern there. You need to.
You know, I always thought it was strange that whenever anything go wrong with a man's relationship, oh, you chose them, sir. So first y'all say that y'all the most educated and black men are dumb, right? So if black men are so dumb, then why are you placing onus on this nigga to be a psychic, to know what this bitch is gonna do, to know what type of bag she gonna come out of? I'm not saying that a black man should have discernment, but y'all place this extra added accountability on what a black man's discernment and he's supposed to shit to let y'all tell it. Niggas is supposed to be like Minority Report with these bitches, where they know what they gonna do before they do it, and that's impossible. Motherfuckers be in 20-year marriages, a bitch going menopause and decide she want to leave and go to Jamaica and get trains ran on her. Oh, you should have chose better. How the fuck he supposed to know that? But then at the same time, y'all are the ones with the most education, the most degrees, getting fooled and bamboozled by the lowest of niggas. Y'all don't see no motherfucking software developing ass nigga with 2 advanced degrees having no motherfucking baby by a Section 8 bitch. Y'all don't see that. But right now on TikTok, it's a broad that's got a master's degree that met a nigga on TikTok in jail, went to go visit him in jail, fucked him in the bathroom, and is pregnant with this man's twins. And she had full knowledge beforehand that he had 2 other baby mamas. And this nigga not even getting out for 14 more years. Y'all got all these credentials. The white man let you make this money, and y'all let the lowest, most reprobate niggas run through y'all pussy and take all y'all money. But you talking about, oh, you chose her. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
You get higher standards or better boundaries. It got something to do with you in some kind of way, bruh. The next one. You gotta have decent leadership skills. Be phenomenal at that, because I am submissive.
Whenever I hear this, I want to bash my motherfucking forehead into the wall until it bleeds. Y'all always talk about leadership skills, but y'all are the most hard-headed bitches in existence. Y'all are the most hard-headed bitches in existence. Y'all will argue authoritatively about shit that you don't fucking even know about. I don't have some of you motherfuckers argue with me about cars. Me about cars. And you ain't ever fixed a motherfucking thing in your life. Y'all don't even listen to take in knowledge. Y'all don't listen to discourse or converse with nobody. Y'all listen just to retort. Y'all listen in order to arrange words. Yes, the most obtuse ass people on the fucking planet talking about leadership skills. I fixed the oil pan for a motherfucker, and the motherfucker was leaking when they first bought it. And I told him, hey, this damn thing is leaking oil. Look, the whole fucking bottom got oil on it. And so I told them, hey, this motherfucking pan, so I did the gasket, put it back up, still leak. Oh man, it's your fault. It was leaking already. No, it wasn't. Yes, the fuck it was. What the fuck do you think made me raise this motherfucker up? Because it had oil all over the bottom of it. I say, hey, I think this pan might be warped. Buy another pan. I reduced the leak drastically, but it still leaked a little bit. You don't know what you're doing. Do your dumb ass realize that I'm doing this repair on the fucking ground with a risk of this motherfucker falling on me? I'm not in the shop. I can't raise his shoulder high. Since Hondas don't have a gasket, I can take this motherfucker down. I can put some tape on the side of this motherfucking pan and make a and pour that shit and let it flatten out and make a fucking gasket. That ought to stop the leak. Now I'm gonna take it to a shop. Okay, motherfucker, take it to a shop then. Even showed this motherfucker forums where people, professional mechanics, having the same problem. Because sometimes you get an aftermarket pan, it don't quite tap in all the way. So then, when she see me fix another motherfucker's car that had the same problem, another woman that was actually paying me that had the same problem, and I made a gasket for it, it didn't leak no more. Oh, you must have made sure you did it right because she light skinned. Get your dumb ass out of here. Talking about some fucking leadership. Let's go.
I'm a real woman. I follow your lead whenever God tells me to.
You a real woman with fake ass motherfucking hair sitting there with that goddamn King Charles VIII motherfucking wig on.
So you better be following God. Because I'm going to trust you in your footsteps and follow right behind that. I'm traditional when it comes to that. Men are men. You protect, you provide. Last but not least, God is the center of our relationship. When we have problems in our relationship, we go straight to God with it. Not other women, not other men, not drugs and alcohol. Hell, not even the gym. God. Am I still hurt? Yes. I tried to get a rebound. People told me not to. So I got to deal with my emotions the regular, slow way. So I am moving on. It's going to take me some time. And I am dating, but...
Man, get the fuck up out of here. Let's look at some more of this bullshit. You know what? She ain't got no shorts. Oh, she do got shorts. Yeah, let's see what these shorts talking about. Oh, why are there so many AI pictures in here? Why is there so many AI pictures in here? I never got that. Why y'all, if y'all are all that, why do y'all have to fake reality?
They don't talk about this out loud, but
I'm rooting for the woman I'll be next.
We need more AI.
Already proud even if she ain't here. She gon' love herself loud, she gon' face her fears. I'm rooting for the woman I'll be next year. I'm rooting for the woman I'll be.
Skinny since high school.
I'm in Sheikh Radwan, a neighbourhood of Gaza City that used to be a bustling residential area.
Looking at.
I'm trying to come with the rain.
More AI.
Make it known, 'cause I want them to know you're my lady. You're my lady. Yeah, you're my lady.
More AI. I like this sweater.
Oh, you're my lady.
And Mike, you know that sweater.
My
somebody her size. Wait a minute. Somebody her size sweater like that with ass. Gotta be.
I want them to know my lady. You're my lady. You're my lady.
Yeah, sweater like that will add too much bulk, anything over size 6. Psychopath. Yeah. David Carroll, yeah. Yeah, she could be considered a psychopath. She could be considered a psychopath. Yep. Psychopathy is a personality construct characterized by lack of empathy and remorse, persistent antisocial behavior, and bold, disinhibited traits. Individuals with psychopathy often use superficial charm and manipulation to exploit others, maintaining an outward appearance of normality despite a lack of conscience. It is not a formal clinical diagnosis, but is often a way to describe a severe subtype of antisocial personality disorder. I think Mr. Carroll might have been correct.
Come on.
Amazing pulls out all the stops. Amazing starts at C.
I get it.
How you hate me, still trying to replace me, chase me, tell me how you hate me, erase me, wish you never dated me, lies, tell me lies, baby, tell me how you hate me.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine feeling so bad about my appearance that I need AI to like, that I need to doctor myself up with AI. Let's see.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Okay. So I posted this the other day saying that I needed money for my hotel room, and a gentleman came in and said that he would take care of my room for the month if I proved that I was in a hotel. And a bunch of women came onto the post and they were telling him how wonderful he was and how great, he was, and God bless him and his heart and everything. And now everybody's asking me, did he follow through? No, he did not follow through. I have not heard from him since. That was the only comment he's left. He didn't reach out to me or anything. And one thing I want everybody to understand.
He heard about that box. He heard about that box. If he would have heard something good about your box, he would have gave you that money.
Understand is a lot of people say that they're going to donate all the time. Like, people always come in my comment section and say, hey, do you have Zelle? Do you have PayPal? Do you have blah, blah, blah? I just want to help you get out of this situation. And a lot of them don't help. Then most people really don't say anything. They just donate to me, and then they might send me a DM and send me prayers and stuff like that. But people who donate to me, they aren't very loud about what they do. They don't want recognition for it. They just want to help me get out of the situation. But I think a lot of people who automatically just think that I might be scamming, or they may have heard I'm scamming or something negative like that, I just need you guys to ask me. Like I always tell you, I'll provide proof of whatever. Like I'm not the type of person that's just gonna make up this random ass story just to get money out of people. Like that's just bullshit. I don't have to do that. I'm showing you my face. Everybody knows who I am basically. My account is verified. So I come on here, I'm transparent about me having a difficult time with taking care of my son alone. A lot of people ask me about child support. I posted the proof that this is the child support I get because people are always like, where's the father? Where's the father? Why do you want us to help you? And, you know, little shit like that. And I try to explain to people, like, I ask for help because I need it. You know, it's not because I'm trying to harm anyone. It's because literally I'm a mom and I got to put my pride to the side and get help with taking care of my son until I get a better place, until I get into a better place financially. I moved to Georgia because it's significantly better than how I was when I was living in California. Like, even though I still ask for donations, I'm living a lot better than I was when I was in California. Like, my life is it's less stressful. My son likes it here. It's better for him. He was not this happy at the schools in California. He's definitely more happy now, surrounded by the people that he's with. And I think because I'm less stressed, that is affecting him positively. So us moving to Georgia was a good idea. But I want people to understand that I had a plan when I got here. I was going to live with someone, but everybody advised me to not live with someone who's male. Even though he was trying to rent out a room for me, he was living in an area that wouldn't have been the best for my son anyway. And I felt like I was just taking anything out of desperation. So it was just like, let me just do this, pray about it, and just...
No News writes she should be getting a check for her special needs child. She might be, but she might be spending it all. Come on, man. You know the rules to this game.
Follow the guidance from God, and I ended up where I am right now. And every time I try to leave, God is like, hold on, like, I need you to fall back and just sit here for a second. I did not intend on being where I am for as long as I've been, but I only been here a month. It's not like I've been in Atlanta for a long time. I saw somebody come in my comment section recently and say, hey, didn't you ask for donations before? Let me shut down all of the rumors and set the record straight about any time I've started a GoFundMe or anytime I've asked for help. There's this rumor going around that I started a GoFundMe for my son's funeral or for my son's birthday party or some weird shit. I only had one GoFundMe, and that's the GoFundMe I started this year in January. I never...
So you never faked your death before, huh? Never faked your death, huh?
Started a GoFundMe for a funeral or fake my death or some weird shit y'all be talking about. I don't be knowing nothing about that. I did not start a GoFundMe to get donations for that. That's bullshit. I was stuck on the side of the road and my son's father needed a car part.
Why you okay? If you didn't fake your death, then why you ain't flagged down Tommy's videos when he said that shit? Why you ain't try to sue him? Definitely could have got some bread up out of him.
And I asked for people to give me donations for the car park. That was in 2017. Before that, I had a nonprofit organization for single mothers, and I was taking up donations for single moms. Before that, I was collecting donations for Autism Speaks, okay? And this is before I even had my son, and he has autism. This was before all of that. I used to do catering to the homeless events every Sunday, so I would take donations for that, not monetary donations, but like clothes, like care packets, things like that, time, like I would ask people to come volunteer. When I got pregnant with my son in 2018, I asked for donations to help me move from Georgia to California, and I raised $10,000 in crowdfunding. Then 2020, the pandemic.
Why the fuck would you move from Georgia to California? Why would you move from a state with a relatively median cost of living to a state with a super high cost of living? Why?
kid. Then in 2022, my mother got cancer. So I started a GoFundMe for my mother. She had cancer, but no one was donating. That's when I started my OnlyFans. This year in January, I started a GoFundMe for my son. That's it. That's when I've asked for donations. I never asked for donations outside of that. If you heard anybody say I asked for donations outside of that, they're lying to you. They have no proof. So that's the history of me asking for donations. I think too many people have been scammed and hurt by other people, and currently the Black community is not the strongest community at this present time, and everybody's trying to one-up each other and live off this individualism. But I do want people to understand that in your everyday life, you always getting help from somebody. Like, we always going to need each other to some degree. I don't care if people call me a beggar. I don't care if people got all this negative shit to say about me. I'm trying to take care of my son, and I'm going to do everything humanly possible to make sure I take care of him, and that includes me asking for help when I need it, because I can't be out here by myself just, trying to pretend like I'm fine when I'm not. That's not healthy. I'm not going to do that. But people make up a lot of rumors about me all the time. They like to say negative stuff about me. It's very hateful. It's very cruel. But I try to ignore it because it's not helping me. Like, focusing on the lies that people tell and the rumors that people spread, or people calling me a scammer or a frauder and all this stuff. I don't focus on any of that because that's not my reality. That's not the type of person I am. I'm a very kind person. I'm a very honest person. And anybody who's been in my life who listens to the rumors that other people spread to them, or I think the people in my life who consider themselves my friends and they turn around and gossip about me or listen to some rumors or some negativity that somebody else said to them, they weren't truly my friend to begin with. They weren't, because any friend of mine would know better. Any friend of mine would defend me because they know that I'm not that type of person. So if you could get somebody in my life that considers themselves my friend or my boyfriend or my fiance or whatever the fuck, right? Somebody that I'm sleeping with or whatever the case is, if you can convince that man with a lie that, oh, she scams, oh, she does this, she does that, he believes you, you did me a favor. And I keep trying to tell people, I need to get rid of people in my life who are that fucked up. I don't need people in my life who are disloyal and don't defend me and don't help me and pretend like they're holier than thou, and they aren't, and they're these perfect people. As a person, if you ever hear anything about me, you can always ask me. You can come in my DM.
Yes, no news. You did hear us say OnlyFans. Y'all, you know what? I always pondered the type of like valor that it takes for a woman to start an OnlyFans, because a lot of these women have a vastly inflated sense of self-worth, right? So you'll be surprised. I be telling niggas sometimes, right? They be talking about, oh man, my girl depressed. And I be like, well, she got a death in the family? No. She lost a job? No. She got some pets that her pet died? No. She got a car that she tear a car up? No. And I'll be like, well, it's only a couple possibilities, famo. What? Either her girlfriend left her alone, her boyfriend left her alone, or that hoe started a motherfucking OnlyFans and didn't make no money. Them the three possibilities that a motherfucker is just sad for nothing. Carrington Morris asks, why do they always keep the married man's baby every time? Y'all gonna have to meet me in the rabbit hole for that one, man. So meet me in the rabbit hole on my Patreon later. For those of y'all that unsubscribe to my Patreon, that's on you. I guess you can come back when you want to. But yeah, meet me in the rabbit hole for that one, Carrington Morris.
You can ask me. I will tell you the truth. Like, that's the kind of person I am. I'm extremely transparent for a reason. So if you need some proof or you want to know what's really going on, you got some questions, you can ask me. I'm going to tell you the truth. My situation is not a pleasant one. This is not some story I'm making up just to get people to send me money. I'm definitely just in a fucked up situation and I need money. And until I get out of this situation, until I can find a better paying job, until I can, things smooth out, This is what I'm doing. And listen, what God has for me, God has for me. What God doesn't have for me, God doesn't have for me. So if God didn't want this, it wouldn't be happening. God takes care of me. He sends me the right people, sends me the right situations. I always get what I need to some degree, even if it's the last minute, I always get it. And I think it's because I have so much faith. Even though my situation is the way that it is, don't automatically assume I don't have God in my life. Like sometimes we have ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's mountains and valleys. That's life, and it continues to be that. I really want to get out of this situation, and it's hard being a single mom in general. It's extremely difficult to be a single mom raising an autistic child. It's a very difficult situation when you don't have like family or support system or a village. And so I use my social media.
Well, the family part is usually what happens when you don't have a husband. I'm just saying, because everybody want to be so independent, but then talk about family. I think I got about one more of these left in me. See, this life, Obsidian once said something back in 2016, and he was right. Obsidian said that the nigga community is a place where unqualified motherfuckers can flourish. He said we tend to take advice from the most unqualified motherfuckers. And this is a prime example of this. You got somebody like, I don't like, with me, I don't try to be no life coach. How the fuck can I be your life coach and I've been to the penitentiary 3 times? I can't be your life coach. I can tell your ass what to look out for. Or like that bullshit Gabe was saying, oh, you're a cautionary tale. I've been told y'all ass that. Tell them something they don't know about me, Gabe. Y'all cannot be, you know what? You know who can be a life coach? A motherfucker that's been to the service and got degrees. Like, let's just say somebody was in the service for like 10 years, got out, and now they got a fucking psychology degree. I would say that person is qualified to be a life coach. Somebody that was actually a coach that won multiple fucking championships, and now they want to do something with a little less pressure. Right? I could give you some decent advice, but I don't even see myself in that light. And I'm real enough to say that. So I don't understand how somebody that don't lay down with a married man, had a baby, lived in a fucking car for months, pregnant, homeless now. Like, are you serious? This shit is crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. Obsidian was right. Like, you see these videos and the presentation of this shit, you would think that she living somewhere in a motherfucking mansion or something. All of this man hating ass shit. All of this relationship and all of this man hating shit disguised as relationship advice. Well, thank you very much, Cheese Doodle. He says true, but you one of the smartest people on here, to be honest. No blame. Thank you very much. All right, man. Let's finish this motherfucker out. You know what they say, man? The final metamorphosis of a hoe is a religious woman. She done been broke, busted, and disgusted, ran through, ran down, passed all around town. And now she's so motherfucking spiritual. Now she's celibate. How the fuck is you celibate sitting there with a goddamn 18-year-old special needs child cooling in the background? How? How was you celibate when niggas don't have you state to state? How was you celibate when you was trying to act on porn movies? How? What is it about this Disney theme park that's inside of you bitches' heads that makes y'all think that a man is go happen upon y'all and come to understand what your sexual record is? And then you think you can run this celibate shit on him? You post twerk videos on your stories on Instagram and Snap. You go outside with your ass hanging out. But now you celibate? You have a child. You was trying to be an adult film star, but now you're celibate. When will women like you realize that pussy and personality might be all you got going for you, so you better capitalize off of it? You not in the youth ministry in church, just getting out of high school, saving yourself for marriage. You not no widow that was married 15 years, the husband died, and she ain't built another man ever since. That's not who you are. When men come to you, they're coming to you for pussy. It's just that you need to discern whether enough you think they gonna like you after they get the pussy. That's your only job. I would actually think with some of you dumb bitches that y'all be pragmatic enough to understand that now, I thought y'all would look at it like, oh, the pressure is off. You know, they don't heard about my past. The pressure is off. So, you know, when these men come to me, you know, let me do what I can to put this pussy on that nigga and hope that he stay. Because I got news for y'all. Y'all can play this same celibate game and y'all might get a nigga that go for it. But then he might get the pussy and decide he don't want to fuck with you anyway. Now you done wasted all your time. I would think that y'all dumbass would be pragmatic enough to put your pussy in your mouth and your nice words to work and hope that nigga stay. Because once the cat is out of the bag, niggas don't, that celibate shit not impressing no motherfucking body. Niggas laugh at that shit. If you lucky, you might catch a church simp, but most likely you won't. Niggas laugh at that shit. Oh, she's celibate. I'll get the fuck out. How many kids she got? It be bitches that got trains ran on them talking about they celibate. Like, what? You must be. It really is like y'all live in a motherfucking Walt Disney version of reality inside of y'all head, and it's hilarious to watch. I'll be real with you. It's absolutely fucking hilarious to watch. That motherfucking pussy that you got is the last card that your black ass do have to play. Like, if I ain't know how to fix nothing, I ain't do this podcasting, and I had to be a couch surfing ass nigga. You think when I'm trying to be on some homosexual couch surfing shit, you think I'm gonna try to play hard to get with a bitch? No. Go try to put her through the motherfucking headboard. Shit. I need some place to stay. I need a nice, soft couch so I can play motherfucking Fortnite and GTA. All I gotta do is help her bring heavy boxes up the stairs, listen to her talk about these hating ass bitches she work with, sweep up the bathroom floor, empty out the garbage can, and get her some dick. Men are able to figure that out. The same men that y'all call dumb are able to figure that out every day. Why the fuck can't y'all? Cause y'all the motherfucking dumb ones. That's why, bitch. All right, man. Y'all want some bonus roast of this raggedy asshole? And before I start this bonus roast, I don't want near a motherfucker to see the replay of this shit and be talking about, that's disrespected. Dad, the way y'all talked about Kevin Samuels, we not trying to hear that shit. This is 2026. Black men are not Mr. Nice Guy no more. We are not the motherfucking golf caddy to the entire planet no more. We not doing that shit no more. We return the energy. Same shit y'all talked about Kobe. Same shit y'all talked about Allen Roger Curry. Same shit y'all talked about Dave Carroll. Same shit y'all talked about Kevin Samuels. Yeah, we own that. I don't want to hear no motherfucking complaints. Do y'all want some bonus roast of this raggedy motherfucker? Let me know. And I'm gonna wait a few minutes because sometimes I'll be asking for, do y'all want bonus roast? And then I'll fuck around and cut the shit off, or somebody been on sent me some, and I'll be like, damn. First of all, Revelator, Quiet Storm, She's Doodle. Thanks for the cash app. Don't let them brothers be alone. Do y'all want bonus roast of this hoe? Let me know. Well, I'll put out a video tomorrow. No, brother, tomorrow's the Sabbath. I never put out a video on the Sabbath. If you asking is the rabbit hole shit, yeah. But no, I don't not on the Sabbath, no. Like I shit published already. All right, Mr. Doodle, Cheese Doodle, Mr. O with the info, and D Mac. Thanks for the cash outs. Oh damn, Karen tomorrow. Thanks for the PayPal. Don't let them brothers be alone. Don't you ever disrespect me walking around this motherfucker with your drawers smelling like motherfucking rancid cottage cheese. Don't you ever disrespect me with your motherfucking full back body, half back body, having ass, number 47, Jersey back, big back body ass. Don't you ever disrespect me, big neck, big chin having ass. Don't you ever disrespect me with that motherfucking King Charles wig on, talking about, do you want to meet me on the field of honor, sir? On guard, face having ass. Don't you ever disrespect me walking with that motherfucking King Charles the wig on in that summertime Atlanta heat, brain boiling, scalp boiling, face ass bitch. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me talking about you celibate, but you the most ran through motherfucker. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me talking about you celibate with your bald tires, pussy having ass, boy. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me with them motherfucking sandbag titties, big ass, pot belly ass stomach, hail damage on your thighs, talking about a man gotta work out. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me faking your motherfucking death like this, the 1960s soap operas, boy. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me with that motherfucking fraudulent ass GoFundMe talking about that you was without oxygen for 12 hours. What the fuck, you was in space? She must have been on Apollo 13. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me with your motherfucking big ass hands looking like a catcher's mitt with some goddamn fake nails glued to it, boy. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me, chicken of the sea smelling ass. Don't you ever disrespect me, red lobster, shrimp scampi with the grilled onion smelling ass. Don't you ever disrespect me, motherfucking grilled flounder looking ass. Don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me with your motherfucking catfish, halibut, perch, buffalo nugget, shrimp nugget, dinner combo smelling ass. Bitch, don't you ever disrespect me. Don't you ever disrespect me on here talking shit about black men when you can't get one. Don't you ever disrespect me. Motherfucker, that's like a motherfucker sitting on the bus stop criticizing cars in the car lot, motherfucker. Don't you ever disrespect me. Straight up. Don't you ever disrespect me. All right, man. All right, man. All right, man. That's enough, man. That's enough. That's enough. For all my brothers and sisters out there, unfortunately, the Most High, allegedly, the Most High had to call Soncerae to her home going. She is, of course, survived by her son and by her dubious social media channels that give out unsolicited and random relationship advice. Now, of course, she shall be greatly missed as a intellectual opponent here in this media intellectual war. But sadly, she had to get carried out on her shield, my brothers. And so now it is in this hour that we shall never question the foresight, wisdom, or disposition of the Most High. when he sees fit to call one of his children home. Now, it does seem that people who are criticizing the living image of the Most High God Elohim, which is the so-called black man, always fall upon hard times. Maybe they will seek wisdom to guide them to the light up out of their folly. Yes. Maybe they will find in their misfortune strength to understand that this is not the right path. Maybe they will find healing from their bitterness of the great misfortunes and travails and travesties and tribulations that have been brought on them by improper vaginal management. Maybe they will come to renounce the devil and all of his works, including feminism, and understand that, as it says in the book of Matthew, you do to me whatever you do to the least of my brothers. And understand that slander is not the way. I'm glad that you brothers and sisters could be gathered here today. And this has been the motherfucking Black Pill PSA. Peace.